Oh, Arby's Big Cheesy Bacon Burger. Have you ever seen such a... Arby's, we have the meats.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
Despite dire forecast of rain, that's not the case. It's a typical Baltimore afternoon, hot, humid, and it is time for baseball. As the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles in the middle game of a three-game set from Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. Everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball. On with Jeff Nelson. I'm Mike. Okay, Yankees won the first game of the series last night 4-1. Really tight game. A lot of emotion toward the end. Got a little chippy.
Yeah, I got a little fired up watching. It brought back some good memories. But two good signs last night for the Yankees. One, Judge, number 33 on the year. He ended an 8-game streak without an extra base hit. And then Garrett Cole on the mound. A much-needed start from their ace. Gave him 6 innings. Struggled a little bit with his command early with the fastball, but the breaking ball, the knuckle curve, the slider got him back. And then in the 9th, pitch got away from Holmes, hit Kerstead in the helmet. You're not meaning to go there. And there you see it. The bench is cleared.
Bench is cleared. Obviously, everything was settled, and then the Yankees hung in there and got the final out. Austin Wells squeezes it, and they take home a 4-1 victory. So they played 8 times so far this year, 5 wins for the Orioles. They've outscored the Yankees, out-homered them by 1, and they've outpitched them as well. But the Yankees are trying for their first series win in what seems like forever, and they're sending one of their better pitchers out to the mound. That's Louis Seal.
Well, a lot of question marks the previous 3 before his last start against Boston. Is he getting a little tired? Is the innings starting to affect him? Well, he proved him wrong. He was outstanding, and what you're going to see is a lot of pitches down in the zone. Also, he used his slider a lot more than his changeup. Usually it's fastballs. Changeup against Boston, fastball, slider. He was outstanding. Look for that tonight.
That's how outstanding he was. 6 2/3 innings, just 4 hits, that 1 run. Didn't walk a batter. That's key. 9 strikeouts, and he threw 96 pitches, trying to bounce back after that bad start against the Orioles. Well, the emotions are high. When we get back, lineups, first pitch, baseball, Yankees, Orioles, next, right here on Yes.
Big season. More reasons to say yes.
Wow. Aaron Judge crushes one.
Get all the Yankees action on the Yes app. Download now.
Diversity is in our nature. Diverse cultures, identities, skills, and knowledge. Diversity is in nature, too. Biodiversity. Plants, animals, and ecosystems. It connects us and sustains us. But nature's biodiversity is at risk now more than ever before. And our own future is at stake. So ask yourself, how can you contribute to protecting all life on our planet? Because the future is in our hands.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Knock it out of the park every day with FanDuel. Right now, all customers get a bonus or a boost every single day, all summer long. By Yale New Haven Health, powering medical breakthroughs. And by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Some of the differences between New York and Baltimore. Two great high school programs right there. Big crowd filing in to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. As we mentioned in the open, Yankees were flying into Baltimore, and it was just assumed that Friday was going to be canceled by rain and that today was going to be a problem as well. Well, they got yesterday in. It rained a little bit in the last inning, and looks like blue skies and some puffy clouds overhead today, so we'll get in baseball as well. And Oriole Park looks great. A lot of Yankee fans here in Baltimore, but a lot of Oriole fans as well, as you see the orange throughout the stands. And it's a good pitching matchup with Luis Hill, and Jeff broke him down against Grayson Rodriguez, one of the better young pitchers in baseball. The Orioles take the field. We'll take a look at the Yankees starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. The New York Yankees lead off their left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Then the DH, Juan Soto. The right fielder is Aaron Judge. First baseman, Ben Rice, batting fifth. And playing second base, Gleyber Torres. Austin Wells will catch. The shortstop, Anthony Volpe, bats seventh, batting eighth. Center fielder, Trent Grisham. And the birthday boy, he's 36 today, DJ LeMahieu, will bat ninth and play third. And they're going to face that guy, Grayson Rodriguez. This is his 17th start. All the numbers are good. Let's check out the Nissan Pitchers Scouting Report.
Rodriguez, 24 years old. The average against 168 is the lowest in Major League Baseball, with pitchers throwing 80 or more innings. The changeup is his pitch. His last three starts, 10 strikeouts with that changeup. Hitters are 0 for 19 and zeros. He has 2 starts against the Yankees. Hasn't given up a run in 12 innings.
Well, let's check out the Oriole defense behind him, presented by Defender. Hayes in left, Cowser in center, Santander over in right. In the infield, we'll go third to first, Arias, Henderson, Westberg, and Mountcastle. Rushman behind the plate, O'Hearn's the DH, and Rodriguez is the pitcher. All right, Jeff, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, early runs. You got 2 runs last night in that second inning to put you ahead of the Orioles. You'd like to see that maybe settle down. Heel 4 through 9. Judge 4 walks last night. The guys behind him are going to have to do it today and tomorrow as well. Grab it. You have a chance, Michael mentioned in the open, to win a series and win back-to-back games. Well, that would be the first time since June 12th.
Some laughs between Verdugo and Rushman. Now, Kerstad, who was hit in the head yesterday, was in the original starting lineup. Then he was removed from the lineup, and now we're told that he's put on the concussion IL, and the Orioles bring up lefty swinging Kyle Stowers to take his place. Verdugo's ready. Rodriguez is ready. Let's do it in Baltimore. First pitch up and away, and we're underway. On the Yankee side, Jose Trevino on the IL with a quad injury. And they called up Carlos Narvaez to be the backup catcher. 1-1.
Well, Michael, we also don't know if both sides were warned last night. A lot of times after you get a little bench clearing like they did last night, the umpire will immediately, nowadays, warn both sides.
2-1 on Verdugo. Yankees come in 57-39. The Orioles 51-37. Line to right field. It is a base hit. Up against the wall. Santander plays, fires, and beautiful play as he holds Verdugo to a single. Give you the injury report officially, brought to you by Monitor Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. So Trevino's been headed back to New York now to undergo further tests to see how bad of a quad strain it is. Quads are not good injuries. And Kerstad, 7-day IL with a concussion. Again, he was in the original starting lineup today and then pulled about an hour ago. Runner on first, nobody out. And Soto tries to bunt and bunts it foul.
Well, you had Arias, the third baseman for the Orioles, playing in the dirt, and we've seen it before from Soto. He'll drop one down if that third baseman plays behind the bag.
So both teams with 57 wins. The Orioles have 2 fewer losses than the Yankees, but in the standings, the Yankees are 1 game back. So if they win this one, they're essentially tied for the AL East. But as Jeff mentioned, they're trying to win back-to-back games. They haven't done that since that Kansas City series, which was the last time they won a series. They're 0-7-1 their last 8 series. So a win today or tomorrow, and the Yankees going to the All-Star break, finally breaking that ugly streak. Chop to second. There's one. Back to first. Not in time. Jeff, it looked like they tried to turn it very casually.
Yeah, it was a high chopper. I don't know if they're going to get Soto there, but you're right. It was a little slow to me. Maybe they took a little advantage, or there you see that little lollipop throw from the second baseman, Westberg. I'm not sure if you get Soto there or not. That was that good changeup from Rodriguez on that ground ball from Soto.
The boos are for Aaron Judge as he digs in. One and 0. Boone noticed yesterday that they pitched around Judge. He said maybe it was because there were lefties in and then there was a lefty following him, but 4 walks and a home run. This one's driven deep to left but foul.
Well, Michael, you said it yesterday, and everybody knows the guys behind them. They have to pick it up, and if they're going to continue to pitch around, even Soto on occasion, but Aaron Judge, and they basically, the Orioles are saying, you're not beating us. The guys behind him are going to have to beat you.
Well, he had a home run and 4 walks yesterday. The last Yankee to do that, our good buddy, our colleague, Paul O'Neill, and he did it right here, April 30th, 1996. And the home run was the one that landed on Utah Street. There's a plaque out there for that. And another walk for Judge. All right, let's check out the weather today. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. Not much of a chance of rain. It's 90 degrees, but it feels like 101. And the wind is blowing from right field to left field. So here's Ben Rice. This is where you have to make the team pay for walking Judge, and he swings and misses.
I think the humidity level is about 1,000%.
Glad we didn't go with ties today, Jeff.
Yeah, thank God.
That one gets away from Rushman, and the runners move up.
Well, even that ball, look at it, and how Rutschman, he went with that glove the wrong way, got caught in between, and that should have been a ball that he was able to block. Instead, he tried to backhand it. It's off his glove. The runners move up.
They scored a wild pitch. Now the Orioles play the infield back. They'll give up a run on a ground ball. Here are the Yankee fans with their "Let's Go Yankees" chant, and then the Oriole fans trying to boo them down. Two and two on Ben Rice.
Well, that was that curveball. So this is a perfect account that Rodriguez sometimes goes with that changeup. He throws more changeups and curveballs to left-handed hitters. And if you're Rice, you want to stay back, and all you're thinking about is some ground ball up the middle or try to lift something in the air.
Swing and a miss. Rice down on strikes. 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
He mixed it up. He usually goes off speed. He went with a fastball, 97. He's got a good one, 96 to 97. The changeup, the slider, curveball.
So second and third, 2 outs. Here's Gleyber Torres. Soto doing some dancing down the third baseline. He's about 25 to 30 feet off the bag. Anything gets away from Rutschman doesn't have to go too far, and Soto can score. Ground ball up the middle. Grabbed by Henderson. No play. Scoring is Soto. It's an infield single for Torres. Judge moves to third. Yankees on the board.
Really good at bat from Torres. Exactly what you need. Get on the board first, just like you did last night with the 2 runs in the second. You had second and third with only 1 out. There's a fastball up top. He just takes it right back up the middle. Even if Henderson makes this play, he's not getting Torres at first.
Here's Austin Wells, first and third now, 2 outs. Off the mask, I believe, of a Rutschman, and it goes all the way into the stands. So Wells, according to Aaron Boone, is going to see a bit more playing time with the injury to Trevino. But they are going to get Narvaez out there. It's a player they like. One and one. They called that a strike. A late call by Nick Lentz, the home plate umpire. Emil Jimenez at first, Lance Barksdale at second, Will Little is at third.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that last night from Will Little. He was at home plate, and balls out of the zone, called strikes.
Chop foul. Let's see what Nick Lentz brings to the table. He brings a hitter-friendly attitude in his 9th Major League season. Calls fewer high strikes on righty batters, fewer outside strikes on lefty batters. Two and two.
Rodriguez, 24 pitches so far through this first inning.
Keeping Torres close. Torres with that infield single picked up his 35th run batted in of the season. High fly ball, left side. In foul territory, Urias, he can't get there. Ball's untouched. With a lefty batter up, Hayes was playing in toward left center.
Yeah, a long way to run for all three. Henderson, Urias, and also Hayes.
Rip foul. Well, no matter how this inning turns out, they are making Rodriguez work. 16 strikes, 10 balls. Last 3 games, he's been so good. 3-0, 2.33 ERA. Opponents hitting 191 against him. But the Yankees, so far in this inning, they have a run up and they're looking for more. Another foul ball.
And that run was the first one he has given up against the Yankees so far. A 12 shutout in 2 starts.
Wells making him work. So far, 8 pitches. Change, curve, and the fastball. 24-year-old righty gets the sign and deals. High drive, right field. There it goes. See ya. A long blast by Wells. It is 4-0 Yanks.
Big two-out hit. Big two-out homer from Wells. And you could see that he was just sitting off speed that whole at-bat, especially being late on some of those fastballs from Rodriguez. This is a big hit. This is a slider. Look where this pitch is. Out over the middle of the plate. A 9-pitch at bat.
Looked like it reads Utah Street.
There's a plaque.
Well, he knew it, so he could admire it a bit.
The ball flies here during the day, especially in the summer at Camden Yards.
Breaking ball is a strike to Volpe. So after the pitching coach, Drew French, went out to talk with him, he throws 2 straight breaking balls for strikes, 0-2. Fouled twice there by Volpe. "31 pitches for the youngster." Orioles have been having a lot of problems with their starting pitching over the last 20 games or so. They've been beset by injuries. Their bullpen has started to fatigue and tire and not be as effective. Their lineup is still top rate. Swing and a miss. And Volpe down on strikes. But the Yankees get 4 runs in the top of the first inning. And the big blow off the bat of Austin Wells. A long back and forth with Rodriguez. And it finally ends up on Utah Street for a 4-0 Yankee lead.
When Just for Men eliminates gray, you get a great before and after. And then the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And try One Day Beard and Brow Color. The fastest, easiest way to cover grays and define lines. Scan QR code for a free sample.
Ice cold Mike's, please.
Does he mean Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was his day hard enough for a refreshing Mike's Hard Lemonade, Joel?
Was it?
Was it?
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade. Arby's Deluxe Burger. Have you ever seen such a well-crafted burger? Oh, Arby's Big Cheesy Bacon Burger. Have you ever seen such a...
Well, there's the landing spot for Austin Wells' 3-run home run. Now it's the Orioles' turn against Luis Gil. Take a look at their starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. Henderson, Rushman, and Santander at the top. Middle of the order, O'Hearn, Westberg, and Mountcastle. And then the bottom third of the order, Cowser, Hayes, and Urias. And they'll face the Yankees' rookie Luis Gil. 19th start, 9-5, 3.27 ERA. Let's check out the Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report.
Well, he's changing it up a little bit. You want to see if it happens today. More sliders against the Red Sox. He had a good feel for that pitch than change-ups. It's a mixed bag against the Orioles. His first start, 6 1/3 shutout. Well, the last time he started against the Orioles, he only lasted an inning, a third with 7 runs in the dip. We're going to take a look at his shoulder, and when that back shoulder dips down, that's when he has a hard time getting on top of the baseball. His last outing, it was perfect. You want to try to see him. He just has a slight dip with that back shoulder. You want to see him stay that way. A little bit further down, the ball tends to go up in the zone.
Well, Wells wanted that call. He doesn't get it. 2-0. So 3-0 on Henderson. Henderson's going to the All-Star game. 5 Orioles are, 3 Yankees. 3-0. And a strike, 3-1. And the Orioles catch a break, too, because they start their second half of the season in Texas. So the All-Stars stay down there, and they get joined by the rest of the team on Friday. 3-1. Line drive, it's a base hit. Check out the Yankee defense presented by Defender. You've got Verdugo on left, Trent Grisham in center, and Aaron Judge over and right. The DH today is Juan Soto. Infield, third to first, LeMahieu, Volpe, Torres, and Rice. Walls behind the plate, catching Heel. So Heel has, so far this year, pitched 96 1/3 innings. Pitch to Rushman is a strike. And that is an all-time high for him. His previous high was 96 back in 2019. So this is uncharted waters for Luis Heel. Another strike.
Well, the velocity has been there. He hasn't shown any kind of fatigue with that fastball. Occasionally his mechanics will get out of whack, and that's why the previous starts, not the Boston one, but the 3 previous, he really struggled with his mechanics, had a hard time getting the baseball down in the zone, especially with the changeup. You just have to work. I mean, you know it's a long season. You have to work extra hard. You got to work your lower half. You have to do some running. You know, lifting is fine, but running is even more important for starters. Build that stamina so you can go a full season.
1-2. 2-2.
Long top of the first, Michael, for Heel sitting in that dugout.
He'll take the 4 runs, though.
He will. Also like a 0 here, get his team back in the dugout. We're going to watch. You see how he dips that back shoulder. And when he dips that back shoulder, if it goes down too far, that's when the ball elevates. When he's a little more square, that's when he gets the ball down in the zone. His arm's able to get up into that throwing slot a lot quicker.
Popped up. Fighting the sun, Gleyber Torres, and he puts it away. Here is Santander. Upstairs. You know, it's interesting, Jeff, after the dust-up they had in the 9th inning yesterday, sometimes, especially with young pitchers, they shy away from pitching inside because they're afraid it gets away from them. And in the top of the first inning, I don't think that Grayson Rodriguez threw an inside pitch.
No, you're right. And Heel really doesn't go inside to either lefties or righties as well. I think the umpires really have to use discretion. They have to understand that pitchers have to pitch inside, and if all of a sudden they brush a guy back or they accidentally hit someone, they should know whether it's on purpose or not. You know, you dictate the situation. I don't think either starter is going to go out and try to hit a batter on purpose. For one, Grayson Rodriguez is one of their top starters. You lose him for a number of outings, usually 10 days.
There's a base hit off the bat of Santander. Henderson will stop at second as Judge gets the ball into Volpe.
Now, both hits in this inning off of heel have been on that slider. There's that slider there just out over the plate, and it just spins. It's supposed to be a back door, and Santander covered that outside pitch. So if you're heel, you got to feel comfortable to go inside. And Wells and Blake also has to tell him, hey, you can't worry about if you hit someone, you hit someone. And everybody's going to know it's not on purpose.
There's Ryan O'Hearn. 1-0. Well, there have been 13 batters hit so far in the 8 games, but 10 of them have been Orioles, 3 Yankees. But I believe it escalated, Jeff, in the one game where Judge and Torres got hurt in the same game, or got hit in the same game. And since then, the tally is more against the Orioles.
Right, and then Henderson got the payback from the Yankees. You know, you look at nowadays the way pitchers don't know where the ball's going half the time. And with hitters leading with their hands, they turn into the baseball. Guys don't know where, pitchers don't know where to hit players.
Fly ball shallow center. Volpe is out there, makes a beautiful catch and fires back into second. Volpe was really in shallow center field when he made that play. Almost medium range center field. He has shown a lot of range out there.
Well, watch Grisham here as he takes a couple steps back, and with those couple steps back might have cost him from catching this ball. And Volpe goes out and makes an outstanding over-the-shoulder catch.
Lewis Hill likes it. So 2 on, 2 out. That brings up Jordan Westberg. High fly ball. Left field. Verdugo is there to put it away. So Hill works into and out of trouble. The Orioles strand 2. It's 4-0 Yankees.
Come together with Unity by Hard Rock, and yes, enter to win an unforgettable trip to spring training, including a meet and greet with Yes announcers.